Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up. Today is Monday, April the 17th. You guys know April is the worst month for me. So things is happening. I have my highs and my lows. I'm in a little bit of pain. Yeah, my knee went out and I had to pop it back in place at work. I was on the floor. And so it's some swelling in my knee. I'm eventually going to have to get a knee replaced. Never thought I would ever say that. But I guess I'm getting older and this knee keeps popping out of place. I mean, anytime I bend it and do any extra, work or just get on my knees. So certain positions I can't do no more. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. But anyway, you guys, we're going to talk about the Shanquella case. I mean, hey, I can do without all of that. But I'm just saying my knee is hurting so bad that, yeah, it ain't worth it. Feel me? I'm serious on that one. But Sugar Mama say that's okay. Oh my God. Yes, that's what I cried almost all night. So a lot of stuff is going on. We're still making moves and stuff. I did order the fencing for Diesel's new fence around the house because they didn't have enough, but I got what they got so far. So it's coming. It'll be here on the 28th. We're going to start putting it up on the 28th. The tree is down and out. It's gone. And yeah, we're doing the darn thing. Because he's having anxiety attacks being cooped up. He wants to run. He's an outside dog. He wants to get out there and and we need to give him the room for him. Yeah. All for Diesel. Everybody said, wow, that dog is very expensive. Yeah. He has cost me thousands. And I don't mind it at all because that's our dog. That's Diesel. You know what I'm saying? And he's a good dog. And he's going to do good things. He's going to be well worth it. Hopefully. He's well worth it already just by being here and everything. I want you guys to know that. But, anyway, we're going to talk about the Shanquella Robinson case, you guys. Thank you, Sugar Mama, for the super chat. She just came in here. She said, let me ring that bell. She said, let me ring that bell. She said, I am back in the business. And you guys do know that every time that you have $5 or more, it goes into you get a ticket. Here's your ticket number right here. You get the ticket. And that's Sugar Mama. Let me put Mama on there because we got brown sugar and we got black sugar and all of that. But this is Sugar Mama. And she gets her tickets in there. And then when people want to win, they say, why is Sugar Mama winning? Why Freddie winning? Why such and such winning? Guess what? That's whose tickets are all in the giveaway. That's what it is. I don't know if we still got it. I don't know. I think we threw that video away of those sexy men doing that dance. Grown folks chat. Oh, here it is. You want to see it? That's what they were asking. Where's the sexy men at? Okay, there you guys go. Okay, and I couldn't remember. Amari was at the end of that one. So every last one of our little, super chats. We got Cody. We got Quentin. We got a couple of them. So look at Tina Paris. She got them smiley faces up in there. Okay. Anyway, we're going to talk about the Shanquella Robinson case, you guys. If you guys don't know what happened, I'm going to tell it to you in a nutshell. Some people get mad at me, and I say, that's okay. You can get mad. But at the end of the day, it's not that I know it all, because I don't. I don't know it all. But we do deep dive into these cases. We do. So we get a little bit more head knowledge, strong, common sense. And what to look for and what to see and how people are acting and everything. So we can kind of see things as they come. Some people learn. I learn a little bit more faster because I see a little bit more than you guys. Not saying that I'm smarter or anything, because I'm not. I'm just saying some things I don't talk about on here that I know from the back end. Or I may not say something because it's disrespectful, or I just don't want to. I just want to respect the family or whatever. So I may not say something. But sometimes if you hear me, especially on Petition, we get a little rowdy. We get a little, we just say it the way it is, because there's no filter over there. I mean, we don't cuss and stuff, but we just say, this person went to jail because they were stealing or whatever. But over here, I'm not going to say that because this is a family channel, okay? So anyway, we're going to talk about the Shanquella Robinson case and the new update. I've been getting phone calls. I've been getting text messages. I done talked to Brown Sugar. I done talked to Zan. Who else I done talked to? I done talked to Marge. I mean, hey, the list goes on and on about this ain't right, about what they doing to the mama over there and all this other stuff. And we are still waiting on the California City Boys case. They're not going to be in court this week because they're going to be going out to the site. So we're still going to follow that. And as soon as they come back and we can hear what's going on. And I don't know if we could have heard today what was going on. I didn't even check. I had my own problems. Like I said, I should have been laying up in the bed. And actually, when I get off of here, I'm going to take me some, I don't have to work tonight. I'm going to take me some ibuprofen and maybe a pain pill and something really strong, like some hydro cold stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and I'm going to go to bed because I'm in pain. Okay. So I'm going to play a little clip because I want you guys to remember how everything took place. It did let me download it. We're changing up some of our hardware because I got a new phone and all of my stuff is deleted. So I'm not worried. Not all my recordings. That's on this other phone. But I just want you guys to kind of, remember. So I kept this right here. I hurried up and grabbed it real quick just so you guys could see it for yourself. Here we go.
Prosecutors now say Robinson died as the result of a spinal injury sustained in a, quote, direct attack. I spoke to her mother last hour. She said that was not the story she was originally told. And the friends who traveled with Robinson came to see her when they got back from the trip. They also told a different story.
When they arrived back to Charlotte, they came over to the house to visit and tell us what had happened.
What was that conversation like? What did they tell you exactly?
Well, they told us it was alcohol poison, and we, questioned each one of them because we had heard different. We had got a call saying that they was over there fighting her. There was no such thing as alcohol poison. So we started asking each one of them questions about the situation, and they denied and said there was never a fight. It was alcohol poison.
Who told you that there was a fight? Who had told you that?
Well, it was someone called on the phone. We don't know who it was. They just called us and told us that they was over there fighting us. So the video had to be already out when they called to tell us that because they had seen the video and we hadn't seen it. So
I see. Okay.
And that's how we learned that information.
Now, CNN deliberately has not aired this video that appears to show your daughter being attacked. Do you have any idea? Did anyone tell you who filmed that video?
No, we have no idea.
So when you asked the friends, you say you asked each of them individually what happened. They all stuck to that story. They all stuck to the story it was just alcohol.
Yes.
Okay. You guys remember that. Now, as I went, yes, Phyllis, you're welcome. And hey, Soldier Girl, we are Cody's Voices in the building. Miss Philly G, what's going on? As I was going over that, I remember the mama saying that she had got a phone call from somebody that said that they was over there fighting. Now, these people that made it back, hold on, think about this. Let's go over this a little bit because I'm going to be honest with you. Something really weird about this case. Don't make no sense. But I'm going to give you my understanding of my opinion about how this is going to end. You don't have to agree. You don't even have to listen. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to kind of explain why I think what I'm thinking, and that'll be that. you can call in and tell me why you think what you think, and I'm not going to be in disagreement. I'll just give you the floor. But first of all, the mamas, you just heard the mama just say that when they came into town, she had got a call saying that this girl, they were fighting over there. You guys remember? You guys just heard that. Now, they left Friday. She passed away on Saturday. They arrived Sunday. They arrived back on Sunday, something of that nature, right? Or they arrived back Saturday. But mama already got a call saying, hey, they've been fighting over there, and the video's out. Please, I'm not understanding that. Because I'm pretty sure when they touched down in town, maybe that day or the next day, they brought the suitcase over to the mama. Somebody already called mama and say, hey, it wasn't alcohol. Well, who knew Shanquella was gone? Who knew Shanquella was gone? And when did they pass? When did they make it over there to the house? I'm just saying, you guys. Okay, people gonna get mad at me. So you left the airport. All of you guys left the airport and went right over to mama's house. Well, how did the video get out? So you probably didn't go directly from the airport to mama. So somebody went to the school and showed the video, and then everybody showed up at the house, and y'all was questioning them. She said, we were questioning them. We. You and who? When we question them, we. Because I thought the daughter stayed out of town. And y'all started picking out what you're going to wear, what color, and things of that nature. Something ain't right. Now, exactly, come holler at us, sister. Something ain't right. Okay, so I told you guys, first of all, and people sometimes say, yes, she was SP. The girl wasn't naked. When you start giving official records and documentation of what happened and you're saying certain things, even if you say little things that's not true and you know it's not true or whatever, but everybody's saying it, don't make it right. It doesn't make it true. You're losing your case right at the beginning. So everybody was saying she was naked. Okay, I beg to differ. Okay, tomato. We don't have to agree on it or not. I'm just saying it don't look good if she wasn't, naked. And you present this to the president to do something. Maybe the father was there. Okay, Crystal. Crystal said maybe the father was there. Maybe the father was, but I thought he was a truck driver. So I thought he was on the truck. And maybe he came driving home and saying, hey, such. But where's father at? Because father done backed up out the picture. And then I thought that the father paid for the autopsy out of his own pocket. But here's the thing. And I don't know about the law in Mexico, but whenever you die outside of a hospital, there become an autopsy. Because the medical examiner has to come and declare you dead. So you're young, you're not old, you have no, I almost said promising, but no underlining health conditions already. So why would they not? Even if it was an aneurysm or you fell and bumped your head, they will still do an autopsy because you didn't die of a natural death. So did the father pay for it in autopsy? And if he did they say something that was, if he did they say something that was not true? Because now the FBI is saying that there was no broken neck, spine. You know? He paid for her body to be shipped home. Okay. Anyway, here's the thing, you guys. So the mom is now saying that, the mom, Shanquella's mom, is now saying that they're deterred, that they're not going to quit. And I would feel the same way about my child. I would. Sue-Ann went all the way to Mexico, to get information or whatever. So the FBI did their investigation and they came out and they're saying there was bleeding on the spine. There was bleeding on the brain. And there was a deficiency of, or what you would call a lack of oxygen. Okay, that could be choking, that any kind of strangulation. It could be, when you die, you have a lack of oxygen. So CPR could have been given and she would have been okay. But anyway, this mother saying she's not going to give up, and I would probably do the same thing. But I'm going to tell you, and I said this way before, and some people got angry with me and mad. I said this case wasn't going to go anywhere. This case wasn't going to go anywhere. And the reason why I said this case wasn't going to go anywhere is because it was international. And and I'm just saying, the players in this case is not like the photo front page people or family or whatever to what do they call a poster boy, a poster girl, to make a lot of people angry. And so the government knows that, and the family knows that. Now, was she worth everything? To her mother, she was. Your kids is worth everything. My kids is worth everything too. I wouldn't quit. I wouldn't stop or whatever. And I would want justice. I would. It wouldn't matter. Just like to them, it wouldn't matter. But let's be for real, you guys. Let's be for real. Even if she resumed, since the mother wants to resume the body up, that means dig her up and have another autopsy done. Even if she does, it would be worthless. And I'm going to tell you guys why. First of all, there's no way that even if they sent him back to Mexico, they would not be convicted. Even if they charged them over here, they would not be convicted. Why? You got all the doctors saying something totally different. So they can't even come and they can't, you see what I'm saying? And every doctor is. So when you get another opinion and another opinion and another opinion, the jury going to have to figure out, well, all of these experts, everybody's saying something. Oh, she broke her neck. Oh, she broke her back. Oh, she died of, exfoliation, and she died of lack of this, and she died of that. they're talking about the girl's genital parts. I had noticed that before, and I was like, something was going on with the genital parts. I really have not read the whole. I have people send clips to me of the autopsy and what they wanted me to see. And you know what? I don't take nothing really up out of there. I know some people think I do. I see what you're telling me, but if you're gonna give me some, give me the whole thing. If I want to eat cake, give me the whole cake. Don't give me pieces of the cake and say, see, because the whole story, I want to see everything that they said. Let me read it for myself, because you're picking out stuff so you can tell me what you said is right. Let me read the whole report. If I can't read the whole report, then it's just nonsense to me. I'm just being honest. I'll look at it and I see what you're saying, and that's great. But everything that they say means something, or they wouldn't put it in the report. And that's what you got to do. You just can't pick. There's not no cherry tree. Can't pick out what you want to see and what you want to talk about and show you right. Tell the whole story. Tell it all. Because that's what you want these Cabo 6 to do. You don't want them to tell you about, well, they had tequilas on the rocks. You want to know what happened and why'd y'all hit that girl and what led up to it, and is anybody else involved, and where'd y'all go afterwards, and y'all got pictures, and you want to know it all. So don't come to me with little nicks and nacks. I don't care if you do. I'm just saying it doesn't add up to anything, because I know for sure I cannot make any decision on just one sentence. So when you want me to see something, I see what you're saying. But we've got soldiers out there and warriors out there that do a pretty good job, and they search and they look and they find stuff. And Brown Sugar and I, we was going over some of the information. We couldn't even pronounce some of the words. We had to look up how to pronounce some of the words, because it's just over our head. And it's kind of weird, like, how are we going to understand something when we can't even pronounce the words? Come on, you guys. That's why I tell you, get those books, get the pronunciation. I see the word again, I might can pronounce it, I might not. But anyway, I'm going to read a little bit to you guys. Let me find it. Yeah, because it's crazy. So this is what it says. Okay. Federal prosecutors told the family of Shanquella Robinson, whoa, thank you for the core, Lisa Calhoun. Core up. The federal prosecutors told the family of Shanquella Robinson on Wednesday that the evidence that they have isn't enough for prosecuting. And the Robinson's death. Get off of there. What are you doing? And Robinson, a 25-year-old former student at Winston-Salem State University in North Carolina, died in October while staying at the Baja. Based on the results of the autopsy and after a careful deliberation and review of the investigation materials by both the U.S. Attorney's Office and the federal prosecutors, informed Ms. Robinson's family today that the availability evidence does not support a federal prosecution. Now, people's like, yeah, it do. Why not? They're talking about, yeah, it do. Why not? Well, I believe it don't fit the federal prosecution First of all, because it's international, is this an international or thing? You know what I'm saying? Normally when the government go and send people over here and go get people from over there, we turn our back on treason. Treason's pretty much the only one. Like if you come and you mass killing people, being a spy, or you think you're going to go out on your own, or you got secrets of the government and you go over there and stuff like that. But this other stuff, they're not going to move on, because if they start doing that, you guys, and I'm giving you my opinion. If they start doing that, and this is what I said before, they would have to do it for this family, that family, this family, that family. They're going to say, well, you did it for them. Why you do it for them? Because they black. And then now you got the government nicking and picking all into your small little stuff all the time. And trust and believe, you really don't want that. I know you want justice for this family, but you do not want the government getting off into these little things. I know. That's a hard thing to swallow right there. And it's easy for me to say because it's not my kid. Shoot, I want the judge, the jury, and God to come down and strike them all and all that other stuff. And yeah, I know. I am not saying I know how they feel. I'm saying I know how I would feel. And that's the only things I can think of. But I'm not saying this to tear this family down. I'm just saying to have the doctor say this, and then the doctor over here is supposed to have said that. So my understanding is, okay, the people say she died of alcohol poison. The people that went with her, they said she died of alcohol poison. The autopsy comes back and it says this. Okay. So we know that alcohol poison don't give you a broken neck and swelling on the brain and concussions here, concussions there, concussions in your back. That was a beat down. Wasn't no fight. We all in agreement. That was a beat down. But people want the president to get involved because somebody recorded it. They record stuff like that all over the United States. I see people getting beat down all the time on the bus, over here at the gas station. Some people become paralytics afterwards. Some, they just got beat down. No matter what, you know, you want justice, right? So you say, well, that's different because this girl died. Some people die from a beat down. You know. Anyway, I'm just saying, I don't want to put it in ABC order because I'm pretty sure you guys know how this works. You've been around for a long time now. You've been seeing what I've been seeing. You've got the doctor saying this. You got the autopsy saying this. Now you got the federal prosecutors saying this. And then you've got the prosecutors from the United States saying that. And then the family's like, no, maybe we're going to have to resume her body. And and get another one. And if you ever go to court, honey, trying to prove these people done something, even if it gets there, they won't be convicted. When you got the federal government that's saying, hey, we got our best looking at this, and we don't see what was said. That's almost saying that's it. So you can have an attorney sue and talking about we not deterred. Yeah, you probably not deterred if you're still getting that money. I'm just telling the truth. Some people get mad at what I'm saying. But the truth, the old saying, the truth will set you free. What that mean is, like, you ain't no slave and, you don't belong to nobody. The truth will give you your way out of doing something else or something better or look somewhere else. Hey, this is SP.
Hello, Miss SP. Just went breaking news. Shanquella's father just spoke out. I sent you to sent the news reporter right to your text message. 15 seconds ago, the father finally spoke out about everything live on TV.
Okay. Is it a video or?
No, this is the news broadcasting.
Okay, I'm gonna play it.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Let me see what she sent us. That's what I mean. I love family. I love family when they break it down. Break it down. Let's find out. Congratulations, Lisa Taylor. Oh, hold on. She sent me to a YouTube. Hold on.
Breaking right now at 4, the father of a Charlotte woman found dead in Mexico, now reacting to the news. Federal officials won't be pursuing charges in what her family is calling a surefire murder. Good afternoon. I'm Brian Blakely.
And I'm Amy Satowski. The case of Shanquella Robinson has garnered national attention as her true cause of death still remains a mystery. Queen City News reporter Daniel Pierce is live in Huntersville, where, Daniel, we just heard from Shanquella's father.
And Daniel, we've heard a lot from other family members, but this is one of the only times that the father has ever publicly spoken about this case. What did he have to say?
Yeah, well, to take you back on that, the last time that he spoke was at her memorial, which happened just weeks after the news broke that she had passed away. And you told me today that he still does have faith in the FBI, even given the fact that last week they announced that they are not going to be seeking federal charges in this case. Speaking with Bernard Robinson, he said that he was talking with them last week. He was told that they do a lot of work, especially a lot of work behind the scenes, and that at times they don't release all the information that they have. And he does take some comfort in that, knowing that they are still seeking that evidence. Now, the news that came out last week that no charges were going to be brought against these individuals connected to his daughter's death or believed to be connected with his daughter's death, he is also finding solace at what is happening out here on Betty's Ford Memorial Garden. This right here is where Shanquella Robinson is buried. That 25-year-old, his daughter, has been resting here for the past 20 weeks. She's laid here with no headstone in that time frame. Bernard said that after weeks of delayed, her headstone finally came in, and he was just able to put it in the ground. Now, he is encouraging everyone who has been touched by Shanquella's story and her family's fight to simply come out here, see it, reflect on it. If you are feeling discouraged, use this as a symbol of hope that there will be justice in this case. Now, off the news of what was released last week, I did speak with her father and asked him if he has received that hard copy in his hand of the autopsy report of his daughter's. He said that that is something that he is still trying to physically get a copy of. He did say that it was incredibly discouraging to hear the discrepancies between what U.S. coroners found and what was found by Mexican authorities. That is something that he's hoping by having copies of both of these autopsies and having continual conversations, someone might be able to make sense of it all. Live in Huntersville, Daniel Pierce, Queen City News.
For the very latest on the Shanquella Robinson investigation, including a full...
Okay. Well, he spoke. I mean, hmm. Um, yeah. So if anybody got anything to speak on this, please let me know. Let me do my invite on here. You guys can call in. So we didn't get to hear from the father personally. The guy had a little bit of mixed information. He was like, this is his first time speaking live. And I was like, no, it's not. See what I'm saying? When you start doing cases, you can't let people just say what they want to say, because that's what happens. Anywho's, hey, brown sugar. Anywho's, the family did do something right there. I thought was very, very, very. I didn't know the girl did not have her headstone yet, but thank God she got it. But they say if you're having hard times or just something to reflect on, go and sit at their daughter's grave. And that was powerful. That was very powerful, because I tell people that all the time. Like, I deal with people with mental illness, and one of our staff members got hurt by one of the residents last night. I was on lunch break. I guess the nurse at the other end, she was on lunch too. I don't know. I don't talk to her. Me and her we done bumped heads. But anyway, nevertheless, I don't talk to her. I tell my staff, hey, I'm going to lunch. I'll be right here. You need me, call me, whatever. And so I get a call. I was actually on the phone with Zan, and they was like, hey, the resident the staff member slammed the door and slammed the door on the staff member's hand, and it's blood everywhere. So I run in the building, and yeah, sure enough, there's blood everywhere. But she's not my staff. She's the staff on the other side, where there's more mental problems, which I'm more medical. I try to tell you guys that. But anyway, I didn't go look for the nurse, and I didn't go, I immediately trying to get in touch with my DON and couldn't reach nobody, whatever. So I get on our app. We have a nurse app to talk to doctors and talk to the DON and the ADON. If you guys understand, these are my higher supervisors and things of that. Like, anything happen, we post it. You guys can never see it. It's encrypted, but just the ones that has that clearance can see it, which, like I said. So I posted real quick because nobody was answering my phone call, right? Tell me why the other nurse on the other side, head nurse, because I was like, I posted it and nobody didn't say nothing. I was like, I put it in big caps. I was like, hey, this resident just slammed the staff member's hand. I think it's broke. I done called 2 people. Somebody please call. So if I can send the staff member to the ER, because you just can't just go, because this is an incident now. This is an incident where a staff member done got hurt. So what do you guys want us to do? What do you want us to do? This is not even my staff, but I'm trying to handle it. So the other nurse, she gets on there and she texts and say, call Val. She's the on call. I was hot. I was heated. So I texted her and said her name is Heather. If you guys want to know, her name was Heather. So I text Heather. I mean, everybody could see it. I said, Heather, your staff needs you. Basically, without saying, get your butt in here. Get in here. Get over. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is happening. This is not my problem. It's yours. The same girl I just got into it with. Anyway, make a long story short, you guys. You're going to have to deal with people. And sometimes you think you got it bad. Where I was going with this story was sometimes you think you got it bad. I look at people that don't even know who they are every day. We got to clean them, bathe them. They seeing the same thing, walking out naked. People taking advantage of them. You know, they fighting. One day they good, one day they bad. You know, sometimes if you think you got it bad, you need to go to these burnt units at the hospital or go to one of these places and look at somebody that don't even know who they are. Or go to the cemetery and look at all those headstones. Hey, Freddie, what's going on?
Well, right, how everybody doing? How you doing, SP?
Oh, Freddie ain't in the dark now. She moving around though. You moving too fast. You running through the house. You better slow
Running from
down.
the dog.
Where you running? You like running. I was like, you gonna slow down. You better
Okay.
slow down.
I was calling to thank you for getting my golden egg.
Oh, you got your golden egg?
Yeah, I'm trying to show everybody what I got with it. Girl. I didn't look like I can. I'm trying to get to the table. Okay, I'll tell you. I got some jelly beans, hand sanitizer, my favorite lipstick, I like red, y'all. And I got a beautiful necklace, I love it. I got a bonnet, hair bonnet, red fingernail polish, and my favorite color, blue fingernail polish. And I got this green apple supplement. I tasted it, it's good. I got something to base with. I love it, I love it, I love it. And then I have this little push. I just have to show that. Little push I'm using as my change, my money I saved from Malaysia. I can do it like this. Hand sanitizer, jelly beans, lipstick, and beautiful necklace I'm gonna wear on Sunday to church. And like I said, something to bathe with. Okay, fingernail polish, a bonnet, and I don't know what else I got because you know my grandchildren been there.
Okay.
I was calling to thank you and let you know I got the package last week, but since they had me on this new medication, and I wake up, girl, they chat me off like it was this time. I was late coming in, so everybody, please excuse me. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's why I came up to tell you thank you so much for the golden egg
All
that
right.
one of my dogs ran off with just now.
Well, thank
not-
you. And
Yeah.
you got your money too.
Yes, I got money same day, honey.
Yeah.
Same day. And Lord knows I need it, honey. Because like I said, if I only went toward the stove, honey, we needed it, thank you, Lord Jesus. Everything was right on time. Woo.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on and letting everybody know we are of our word, and we just make sure that, you know, we do what we say we're going to do.
Yes, yes, yes. And I'm going to go down.
All righty.
Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Okay. Tina Paris said Freddie's still in, she's still Freddie in the dark. Okay, Brown Sugar, what's going on?
Oh, good evening, Steve, everyone in the chat.
Okay, Brown Sugar, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. And you?
I'm gonna do better. But
yeah, I hope you feel better about it. I'm sorry.
What's on your mind, Brown
I
Sugar?
called in because I want us to discuss the final diagnosis, and the one I'm really focused on is the focal super. Y'all excuse me if I don't pronounce the words correctly, but I'm trying to best, if I can. The focal super. Oh my God, I had it. Subarachnoid hemorrhage.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back to your message.
It's on page 13. It's that last diagnosis that's listed. There's 3 of them. But
okay, focal subarachnoid.
Yes,
subarachnoid.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
It says focal subarachnoid hemorrhage, left frontal and parietal lobe. That's your noggin right there.
Okay.
Right here on the left side. And then it says frontal subarachnoid hemorrhoid thoracic spinal cord. So it's just telling you it's a hemorrhage to the frontal brain and the spinal cord. It doesn't say that it's broke.
Yeah, but the thing is that all right, that is caused by aneurysm or a head injury, right? So we all know that she didn't have an aneurysm.
Well, aneurysm could be anywhere. I mean, it could be in the front, the back. It could be even in your body. It don't have to be in your head. It's just the most dangerous when it's in your head by your brain.
Yeah, but it's okay. All right, let's go back to the evidence. They stated that there was not, there's not enough evidence, correct?
Right.
But there is enough. How you want to say this? If you put that in the video, you connect those two, and as we all seen the video, and in that video it showed that
they're not saying it's not no evidence that there's some foul play. They're saying the evidence doesn't support for federal prosecution.
But how come? How come it doesn't though?
Because of the international, you know what I'm saying?
Can you explain to me, please? Excuse me.
Okay, so there's evidence and something happened. Okay. There's evidence that there's a fact. She's definitely passed away. But they're saying that to put in all this time, this money, trying to do this overseas international thing, where this doesn't have anything to do with treason. This doesn't have to do with, like kidnapping or, like anything big. This is like some, it's like if you came over to my house and had a fight, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to go call the president and tell him to bring charges on it, because that's something that, that the city or the state has to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough for the federal to be putting charges in there. You know what I'm saying?
But okay, these are Americans.
Yes, they are Americans. They were Americans that went over there to have a good time and did that too.
Right.
Yes.
And so I mean, still, even though it happened, even though it happened in the country, but they leave their country to come back to their country after they.
Right. But here's the thing. Had she went over there and the Spanish or Mexicans would have beat her down like that or whatever, federal would have jumped in it and it would have been a problem. But you have Americans go over there and then fight with their own people. I mean, think about it. You know how mad you get when you see those black police officers beat Tyree Nichols. You were mad. You're still mad. I'm mad because that's black crime on black. I mean, black blue killing a black man for nothing. That's crazy. It's embarrassing.
It is.
That's what it is. It's embarrassing. Do you know how embarrassing it is for the United States president and the federal government to be, you have your own people from the United States come to our country, do some crime to their own people, and then run back to their country. It's just like when you tell your kids, go to the store. You got 3 kids. You tell them to go to the store. They go to the store. They go over to their friend's house. And then they get in a fight over to your friend's house. Now, they get over to fight over your friend's house, tear up some stuff, tear the lamp up or whatever. Then they come back home and they all good. First of all, you're going to be mad at your kids because what you doing over there fighting? What are you doing over there fighting? Then here's the thing. You tore up some stuff over there. I can't go over to that woman's house, take out the lamp or give her whatever lamp I want to give her or whatever. You done did some damage over there. But I've got no jurisdiction over there. So your boy was saying, you guys got jurisdiction over here. But here's the thing. The people that came back said one thing, and we don't even know what they're really saying. Okay? But the autopsies don't match. What we've been seeing and what was out there, it don't match what they were seeing. And that's a problem. And here's the thing. You think the federal government is going to get involved in things that are not a slam dunk? It's a problem. You guys didn't even give us the answer. You guys just telling us what you want. Oh, she was naked and she was a good girl. She was, I don't want to say no more because people get mad at me. I don't want to even say no more.
But I think the problem occurred when I remember when Sue she did an interview. I think that was right after they took the paperwork over to the White House.
Right.
And I remember her saying that she did not hand over everything, but the paperwork that she did hand over was the same.
Well, if she didn't hand over everything, that she didn't want him to see everything, then that's the problem with the attorney. I don't think that's the case, though. I don't think that's the case. I think what they were saying and what they seen, it don't add up. And why would you get involved into something when, okay, before I come and fight for you, I need to know the truth. Now, I get something that ain't saying what you said it was, girl, bye. Okay?
So what if they
Lisa is up here on the chat. Lisa's up here on the chat. She says she could answer something for you.
Right. So I'm just gonna help her out with the answer to her question. That's it. So can she hear me or not hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So with a with the reason why I believe is in my opinion that the federal government most likely did not pick it up.
Hello.
What happened? Can't hear you.
The authorities from Mexico.
We didn't hear nothing you just said.
Oh, my phone is ringing, so you got to hang on to start. I hit the decline. Can you hear
Okay.
me now?
Yes.
Okay. So the for a federal crime, a federal
Why was
government.
the reason? What was the reason you said they didn't?
Okay, so the first reason is probably because the crime wasn't committed here. In every 50 states in America, murder is illegal, but the crime didn't happen here. So when they say they have to investigate every state community has its own jurisdiction. So the crime didn't. Can you hear me? Because my phone keep ringing. So
Yes. Yes.
the crime did not happen here. So
Okay.
the when they say we're investigating, the investigation they get is only solely relied upon the information that the attorney was able to get from Mexico. So if they looked at the information they were able to get from Mexico, it doesn't line up for them to present because it still has to be presented to a grand jury for indictment. So whatever information they got from Mexico wasn't enough to present to um, a grand jury to try to get an indictment and take over the case. And then the second problem is Mexico still hasn't given the United States jurisdiction to take this case. So it doesn't matter how upset we get until Mexico turns it over to the US, the case is over in the US. Unless Mexico give it to us. If Mexico, and it sounds like they're not. It sounds like the federal government don't even want it at this point.
I
And that's
I
just the
thought
truth.
that
It's
they
some
did
things
give
we
it
got to
to us.
swallow and appeal the card. They did not give it to us.
I thought Mexico did give it to us.
Uh-uh. They still saying
Okay.
they waiting for extradition of the they didn't even say a name. They called us something else. Um, the aggressor. They're waiting to the extradition of the aggressor.
Okay.
So it's just stall. It's just a stalled case. Can be tried anywhere at this point. To be honest with you. So, you be just, it's just another loss for the black community. That's just the truth.
Well,
That our friend.
can I ask you a question? So, what if um, Mexico give us the right to go ahead and try it over here or whatever? They give it to us, the jurisdiction, and the mom, resume the body up and get another uh, autopsy done. Um,
So let me ask you, SP, you think some of that third autopsy is going to be different from the second one that they did?
no.
Okay. So why disturb the
Well,
third?
Sue Ann kind of made it sound like the reason why they found what they found and they didn't find everything is because the body has been embalmed. And I'm like, no, that's that's not gonna change anything.
The body is still embalmed, right?
Yeah,
Okay. SP, we're going to have to cry about it in the car. And, Mexico then probably put this at the bottom of their file. It is unconcerning to them.
right. It is. And one thing, and everybody don't want to say the big old elephant that's in the room. This is a black woman.
And the other thing is, there's something else in that autopsy that this family's not telling us. And
Okay.
that's probably why the federal government is saying, no, we ain't touching it.
Right.
And it probably don't have anything to do with the fight.
Right. Right.
So we only know what they tell us. So if they don't tell you everything, like, you may know certain things about me, but you probably don't know everything. It's the same thing. It's something
Right.
in that
Right.
autopsy. So it makes no difference. If they pull her up from the ground, she's still embalmed.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
autopsies in the United States are done as a specific kind of way. And one thing I know, because I just buried an ex-husband 6 months ago and a mother a month ago, is that when they cut you open, you got two options for autopsy. You could do the standard one where they just say, you died of not natural causes or whatever. And then they have what's called an extensive autopsy, where they check everything from the root to the tooth. Now, they ain't gonna give you that unless you pay for it, but they do it. So what is she asked? She gonna ask for in the third autopsy?
Yeah.
Okay, what about the attorney general office? I mean, I don't know. This is
The attorney general uh don't have the power to go over the FBI. And we do have FBI in Mexico. But is they gonna go try to figure out who took out Shanquella? You know what I'm saying?
No, no, they're not. And here's what you got to do. Google the success rate of the United States FBI. They have a 95% success rate. So for the FBI to not touch this, let you know is something that, just like what that boy Nizer said, it's bigger than what y'all think. It's something else. Y'all don't even know what's going on. And that's probably the only truth, or one of the only truths he told in that entire uh, 30-minute video that he did, is that we don't know what's going on. And the fact that this girl had on a different set of clothes, it's hard to move a dead body. I don't care. I don't believe for one moment these people moved this girl around the house dead. So
Yeah.
probably more probable than not that she did not die from that fight. I'm just saying. I don't know. I got the same information y'all got. It's just that with the law part, I know the FBI is not going to just take a case just because we want them to. They're not going to take it because we march in front of the White House. They're not going to take it because we had a church rally. They're not going to take it because we released balloons. And they're not going to take it because this is somebody that we actually love. And we want you to help us get justice for the person that we love. That's not how the United States government works. The United States government will sacrifice a person before they inconvenience themselves on something they can't win. It's not. We just gotta suck it up, y'all. It's it. It's just another loss. We just put that in the loss category because they're not gonna pick it up, and you probably not gonna see Ben Crump no more either.
Not on that case.
Uh-uh. Yeah, Ben Crump is probably gone.
Yeah, he'll be on Tyree Nichols' case. That's a win. That's a slam dunk.
That and it's another boy just got shot too by the police officer. He probably show up for that one.
But this case right here is more like he'll get you, um, get
He did
people
what he
in.
could.
Yeah, yeah. And he helped because a lot of people wouldn't know that a lot of people follow Ben Crump. So then they know about the case. I mean, that's pretty much what you're paying for. You're paying for his face. You're paying for his mouth, to let people know, you know. But some people get mad and be like, well, hey, if you want him to show up, that's what you're paying for. 'Cause it's just like
That's what
Jesse
they pay for.
Jackson.
He shows up quick.
Yeah, people get mad at Jesse Jackson. Oh, no, no, no. I say, hey, you know what? I got to know Jesse Jackson. That's a very smart, intelligent man. Y'all tripping. Don't hate, congratulate. That man, when he steps in the room, it speaks volume. Period. And
It
I
hurts
had my
people.
chance. I'm just telling you, I had my chance. I didn't take it though. Yeah, sure did. And I'm kind of glad I did now. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? He did teach me a lot about real estate and how to get into especially on when you have jobs like the jobs that I have, you get in your 401ks and you know you buy your stocks and stuff so you can show up to the meetings and know where the jobs are opening at and where the grants are and where the promotions are at and all of that. And had not been for that man, I wouldn't have been set up the way I was set up when I did end up getting laid off of that job. And it paid for my schooling. It paid everything for the next 2 years, and I got a big old payout. You know what I'm saying? They had to pay me to leave. Oh, he taught me everything that I could get. The man is too smart. You know, he's very intelligent.
All right, so
Somebody else.
SB, I'm gonna go brown sugar. Okay, she's on the phone.
Brown sugar is somebody else is calling me in too.
Okay, well tell brown sugar I'm sending her a virtual hug. She gonna be all right, and just don't let her kids go to the party.
I heard them.
All right.
I talk to my kids. You know, even though they're grown, but I talk to them on a daily basis. On matters like these because like I tell them, so people not your friends. You cannot compete with people your friends these days. My friends, you know, they say that you know they're your friends, but they're not your friends. So you don't put your trust in no one. You're not supposed to put your trust in man. Period. Your trust goes into God.
Right.
Trust.
Right.
So y'all talk to them.
I think I think this case is going to go away.
I hope not. I really don't.
Oh yeah, I think it's dead right now as we speak.
Yeah, it may come back some years and years later, but it's dead right now. It's over now.
Okay,
But
what
it's
about
just,
this all right, I'm looking at the foreign murder of United States nationals. I sent that link to you.
Mm.
It does say, you know, it is a criminal offense under this section for a U.S. national to murder another U.S. national outside the United States if the murder occurred within the jurisdiction of a foreign country. There are several statutory limitations to this type of prosecution. But, you know, they say before a prosecution can be initiated, the Attorney General, Deputy Attorney General, or Assistant Attorney General must provide written approval. This approval cannot be granted if a foreign country has already prosecuted the alleged killer for the same conduct. And it goes on, it goes on from there. So that's why I don't, why I don't, that's why it's hard for me to, I mean, I understand, but it's just hard for me that they can't do nothing about this case.
so brown sugar. What you actually know about the court system, just the court system, is that in order for something to go to the court system, you have to have the first thing you have to have is what? You have to have evidence, then you got to have proof of your evidence. So the federal government is saying they don't have enough proof or evidence to go any further right now. So brown sugar, you can keep hope alive and hope that it come back in some years from now. But what they saying right now is they don't have enough to present it in a court. And a court is what you have in your mind. And a court runs by facts, evidence, and proof. So it ain't what you say, it's what you can prove. So if they saying they can't prove it, then that's the reason why they saying we just don't have enough. So maybe one day.
They can prove it. I mean, the head trauma, you can make the video, she was beaten in the head, several times. that's what caused the lack of oxygen, the bleeding of the brain, everything dealing with the head trauma. So that's proof right there.
That's what we saw. That's what we saw, Brown Sugar. But Nazir said that, and then remember they testified from the concierge and the people that they interviewed in Mexico that she was in the bathroom, and they made it very clear, in these specific information they gave, that the entire villa was tiled, so they could easily say it wasn't from the fight, it was from her hitting her head on the tile. You get what I'm saying? So it got to be something that they could present, Brown Sugar, where there's no question that it could have happened another way. So for the FBI to take it, now it's lawyers that'll take it, and then try to flip it, but not the FBI. We talking about the FBI, not a common lawyer. We talking about the cases that the Attorney General, as you stated, the Department of Justice, the FBI investigators would say, yeah, we need to go forward with this. And what they telling us, Brown Sugar, is that it's not enough. It's just not enough. Not that it's not some, but it's just not enough.
Right.
Okay, and all right. Does anyone know what position she was found in? What I mean by position is, was she lying face down on her back side? And then another thing too, I want to know exactly where are the damages at in her head. I mean, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to put it to so I'm trying to put that back to the video how she was hitting in the head stuff. Because okay, they stated that she fell and hit her head, but those it could be possible. I don't know because I wasn't there. But the thing is how she fell and how she hit her head. But that's what I'm saying. Even though if she would have fell, the damage would be on the not the side she fell on, but what she was hit at. You see,
I'm saying, Brown Sugar, I want to make it very clear. That's not what I'm saying happened. I don't know either. I'm saying it's what if.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying what if she hit her head. Because they.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I got you.
And Brown Sugar, why don't you call your local FBI office? They probably ain't got a whole lot to do. And ask them your questions about how the FBI take on cases, international cases. Just call them and say, how do you take an international case, and see what they tell you. See, and they'll probably tell you what kind of proof and what kind of cases they would take, and maybe it'll help you find a center with the decision that they made.
Okay, I'll do that. They just have questions after questions, even though, I understand what you said, I get what you said, trust me, it's just that, it's always, there's always going to be questions remaining, you're going to still have more questions. So it just don't, it just don't stop to what, I can't get my words out. But what I'm saying, I'm just always going to have questions about this. Because,
yeah.
Like, period. So, they saying that, she didn't go next of the book, okay, get that. But there's other damage stuff, other things, she got scars, she got scratches, she got, there's other areas of her body also that has not, been explained, like in identity areas. Then we all know women, we don't dilate no more than 10 centimeters, but she had a a bigger opening than me. So that how that happened. They didn't explain that. But they said, they
know what happened, Brown Sugar.
Huh?
I don't know what happened.
What? Have you looked at the autopsy report?
No, I didn't. Because one thing, when you deal with the FBI, Brown Sugar, and this is just a general statement, is that you gotta make sure your hands are clean. So because when they digging up to find out what happened to you, to remember they digging your dirt too. So you gotta have clean hands when you go to the government, because number one, they don't want to be troubled with stuff they don't have to be bothered with. So it's I don't know. And, Brown Sugar, I think you should find you a way to accept it and move on.
Okay, I tried. It's hard. But I tried. I thank for taking the time, to answer questions and explain things to me. I really do. Thank you, and it's people.
Thank you.
We all got questions. We would all like to be a fly on the wall and be able to say what happened for real, but we just don't have it. So, we gotta pick our battles, Brown Sugar. And this one shouldn't keep you up. It's not your battle to fight. So, choose your battles. It's nothing we can do. It's really nothing we can do other than move around. Keep hope alive for the West Boys. Those are our babies, right?
Pray.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you can pray. Go ahead and pray. All right, Brown Sugar, you have a great night, sweet.
All right, you too. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Goodbye. All right, Steve. Thank you. I'm just gonna drop down to the comments.
All righty.
Okay.
That was Brown Sugar and Lisa on the platform, on the panel. We did have 2 phone calls come in. If they want to call in, I know we already over 23 minutes. They can call in real quick. If they had something to share or say, I always keep it open for you guys. I think you guys had a really good conversation. I told you I wasn't going to say nothing. Because, when we get bad news or we see it coming, when you feel, when there's nothing you can do, you just feel defeated. And people
Right.
have to really.
And it seems like we always taking a hit, don't it? It
Yeah.
just always seems like the fight is not as great for us.
Yeah. But when we get it, we get it. And we happy and we move on to the next. We celebrate for maybe a day or, we like, yeah, somebody get arrested, like Quentin's mama. We like, yeah. And then we move on. But,
So they owe us one. So we owe one now. So we want the West Boys. We want that verdict for the West Boys because they owe us one.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're going to get some, but we ain't going to get what we want.
Justice is justice.
Well, here we go. Hold on. This is SP.
Hi, SP. I hope you get better real soon, girl.
Thank you.
You got that headache too, dude.
I do got a headache too.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna be long. But I believe also, like you, and especially after we come, they're not really gonna do anything else, maybe ever, but there's just still too much disturbing in there. I just still believe that there's cover up, there's some corruption, and because of that, I don't believe it has so much to do with autopsy reports or differences in them, because people that work for the FBI and all their analysis people and stuff, they can tell medically even before a body's involved. They could tell whether or not there could have been that spinal injury to that.
Yeah.
I believe there's corruption. And I believe because of those connections, I said it down in the chat, that we don't even know about.
Right. You're right.
But I hope, and I still pray, that something somewhere down the line will come out so that they're still held responsible. Mexico, they ain't gonna do no more with this.
Well, you know,
to the United States.
You know what, Phyllis, and I didn't hear this until just this weekend. I did not know. You remember when those 4 people got kidnapped over there in Mexico?
Yes.
And some of them got shot or killed. I just heard it over the couple of days ago that the real reason why they were over there is not because she was getting a BBL or whatever it's called, a BBP, I don't know, PPI, I don't know. But I mean, butt lift or whatever, injections or something. They were really over there for other reasons, some drugs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they now coming out with that's why they were over there. So we hear one thing and then we running with it, wondering what's going on, and then when the truth comes out, we feel like crazy. Like my mother always tell me, you go fight for somebody and they stand back, hey, you pay attention. And I do remember, and I've got the clip here, they found out something from the FBI or something, and the first thing this family did, the sister said, we can't talk, we can't say nothing. And I'm thinking, we all out here rooting for you, and you're not going to share it with us? And I thought to myself, this is what some people do. I'm not going to say what nature, color, whatever, but they think they got a lead on something. And then, hey, I don't need you no more. I ain't telling you nothing. You know what I'm saying? That you know what? When people do me like that, I go the other direction. I stay the other direction. Because if I come to fight with you, I need you to tell me what's going on.
Be honest. Give me everything you got.
Yeah, if I put everything on the line, I done took off work, spent my money, I'm out there rooting, might go to jail, get a case. If I'm out there, don't come back now and say, I can't tell you this. Because I don't know if somebody's out there getting ready to shoot the protesters. I don't know if they're getting ready to lock me up. And you're like, hey, I can't tell you what's going on. I don't know. But
when you come to them in honesty and openness, and then you're gonna shut down that door. No.
When she,
there's too much I think we don't know.
Yeah, when she did that, I knew there was problems. Like there was problems. Matter of fact, where is that clip at? Here it is, right here.
Everybody being arrested and doing time in Mexico. Everybody extradited over there and doing their time there. That'll be justice for us as of now.
Can you say anything?
We can't say anything. Yeah, we can't say anything about it, but they're working on it.
We can't say anything about it. We can't say anything. We can't say anything. Okay.
Even now, you still ain't saying it.
Yeah.
So, to me, it's just another case that shouldn't have been handled the way that it is. It was, but at the same time, we don't know enough. And in the future, I'm like you. If somebody is honest and she come to you, and then you shut them off, why? What's going on? Because what you tell me, if you tell me, hey, keep it here, keep it right there, right now,
right,
then it's going to be kept there.
Right.
But why all the secrecy?
Right.
And then, to me, what are all those other connections that some of those Cabo Six have? And then with the Winter family, isn't she the family that they have police officers in the family?
Yeah, but it's way bigger. It's way bigger than that.
What are all those lines? Sometimes when a case goes on and there's so much talk, you got to distance yourself from it for a while, and then go back to it and start connecting A to B and B to C. And some of those just don't add up with what's been given to us. It just doesn't add up.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I could only give so much energy to something.
Yeah.
You know, because there's just so much going on. And again, like I think it was Lisa was saying on the panel, too many times when it comes to us, you know, things don't get solved. The injustice is still there. Doesn't mean we quit the fight. Heck no, we don't quit the fight for justice. We
Right.
go on, but we have to deal with it differently.
Right.
And we as a people have to learn to be more honest. And especially when you know things and you deliberately keep it because you think it's going to make something appear better than what it is. No, if it's dirty, it's dirty. Put it out there. Maybe we can still do something with it.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. But anyway, that's my little humble opinion. Where I am right now and going back and looking at it with all these other things that are going on right now, which is happening the last couple of days. It just never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah.
But I still believe, you know, God is in control.
Yes.
He's in control. And
Yeah.
one of these days, he's just going to say enough is enough.
Right.
And, you know, if you're guilty, you're guilty. And if you're not, you know, you're the justice. It may not be on this side of heaven. It may be on the other side, but justice will prevail.
Yes, ma'am.
So you get well, and family, I love you all. Take care.
All right. Thank you.
The faces you make sitting in that chair is hilarious.
I know, girl. I'm in pain. I'm trying to.
You might want to get off. Here's the one last thing I want you to say that puts a doubt in this whole case is the word femicide. Femicide is it's supposed to be a man and a woman involved. But apparently, if we were just watching the video, it's two women. So, you know, it doesn't even match up with their definition of femicide. And I'm going to let you go because I don't want you making faces at me like you're finna fall out the chair.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
It was funny though. That was my laugh for the.
What did I
hour.
do? No, serious. What did
Go
I
back and
do?
Go back and watch the replay.
You okay. I'm gonna get off of here before I get in trouble because my face do get me in some trouble. It do.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye. My face and my eyes get me in trouble, you guys. Anyway, we will not be coming on Wednesday. I want you guys to remember Wednesday, I've got a meeting at my job. Meeting in the girls' room. Be back real soon. And but if we can come on early or something or whatever, I'll try to do it. But I ain't finna go get me some sleep, put some ice on this knee. It's killing me. I hate to leave y'all with bad news and everything, but it is what it is. I'm not happy about it. I'm just not happy about it, but I'm hoping that they could find a loophole or something, or there's more information or something. But it is what it is. All right, you guys, be good and be safe and be nice to everybody. Let's see our boy skating.